we just got to keep that momentum going for Monday.
What was said at halftime, because it seemed like you guys came out a different team. It seemed like it was close. They had a 7-point lead, I believe, at halftime. And then it seemed the third quarter you guys figured it out.
The message was keep doing what we're doing defensively. Like, we were playing good defensively, kept them out the paint. We held them to only 2 offensive rebounds at the half. I think Morales and Slauson knocked down some shots, but we were going to switch back into the half. But just keep staying aggressive, keep putting pressure on the paint, and keep them out the paint. I think that was the overall message.
What message would you relay to the Stockton Kings fans if you could have them all in one room? You had a chance to talk to them.
Just appreciate y'all for what y'all done today. Y'all's energy and what y'all brought to this game mattered. And we're planning on going to Orlando and coming out with a W and bringing the championship back to Stockton. That's the only thing on our mind. No, you're good. Don't even worry about it.
Sorry. You obviously knew that the Magic were going to make it difficult for you tonight. We saw what they did in Game 1. You guys completely responded to what Coach Crawford was saying. Can you just talk a little bit about the mentality coming into this game and how you guys were able to execute so well on the highest level? You put up 144, I think.
It just goes back to trusting your teammates and trusting what the coaches have in plan. If we don't do that, we don't walk away without this win. You know what I'm saying? And in the physicality, I think the first game, and even we go back to the previous 2 games in the regular season, I don't think we brought the physicality to them. So bring the physicality and bring the fight to them. And I think that's what came down to it, and we just wore them down at the end.
Big time offensive game, and then you hold them to 10 in that fourth quarter. What do you think contributed to that?
Being together, trusting each other. Sometimes it feels like we don't trust each other enough out there, but tonight we really trust each other, and we had each other's backs, and we didn't care who got the shine or who got the shot. It was best shot, great shot, whatever you want to call it, and that was the end of it.
Earlier this
season, been in this position before. Can you enjoy this ride while it's happening, or are you just?
No, we're enjoying the ride for sure. We have our laughs and giggles, but at the same time, like, we know we came here to get a job done. Like, this is Stockton's first finals, and it's a lot of our first finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're embracing the moment, but at the same time, like, we know we got a job to do, and that's to beat the Magic and bring the championship back home to Stockton.
What do you want to say about the entire run through the playoffs, not just the first 2 games against Osceola?
It's been a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be here without God, teammates, coaches, the fans. It's been everything that I hoped for in my first playoff experience as a pro. So just want to keep embracing it and just enjoying it and come out with a W on Monday.
Earlier in the year, you talked about kind of wanted to change how you were viewed as a player. How much do you feel like you've been able to accomplish that, and especially being able to do it on the biggest stage?
If the team has paid attention, I think they'll see that I've really changed the way I play. I came in the league undersized 4 or 5 men that just got in off of rebounding, truthfully, and I bounced around from different teams, and it always just came back to the perimeter shooting and just the perimeter in general. So this past summer, I just put all my chips in on perimeter shooting and whatnot. And I think it's came back to fruition, and it's played well into the team this year and just my overall success. So I think that's been the big key.
You said this is your first postseason?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the pros.
What stood out about this being a series? I know it's only 3 games, but going 2 games in a row, all the prep that goes into that.
Say that first part.
Just kind of what stood out to you about it being a series? Playing the same team repetitive times.
Considering the first 2 is just 1 game, so us getting the chance to see our mistakes and correct it and go back and try to improve like we did for today's game. But I think it's just so unique to fly across country after you just beat the Spurs and go play them, and then you got to fly back to play them again. So I think it's a dope experience for me.
Keys to Game 3?
Same thing. Intensity. It's whoever wants it more. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long season, and everybody's got to give their all. It's going to be 48 minutes of hell, and I plan on coming out on top. I don't know about the rest of them, but don't get on that flight if you're not trying to come back with the championship.